Honestly, the amount of times I start videos saying that I don't know anything about the subject matter. I don't even know that much about Transformers, yet I've got the nerve to shove other dollies down your throats. Despicable. But when I saw Land Bison here on the socials, I sat up. Something clicked inside me. You know, I'm getting on in years, but I like the toy enough to track one down. Boxed even. And what a box. Isn't that beautiful? All the big hitters for an eye-catching piece. That bold airbrushed art of the combined mode. Each of the team in their own little windows. With so much information on the back, you'll be there for hours. I'm not exaggerating. So this is Land Bison from the brave fighter of legend DA-GARN. I asked a few folks which year they thought this was from, and they all said around the early 80s, but this set is actually from 1992. This is essentially what came after Transformers in Japan. There's just a real sense of dynamism and clarity, coupled with the fact that all robots look amazing when standing on rocks. Inside the box we have stickers, unapplied stickers, for Big Lander, I think. Gorgeous, but I don't honestly know if I want to put these on. We'll see. Let's not base the success of this video on whether the stickers go on or not, okay? So we get this little catalogue. Remember catalogues? When you could see other toys in the line at their very best? I missed that. Looking at the others, I think I picked the best one here, but they're all pretty good. Uh-oh. Finally, it's the instructions, and look at the majesty of these. Again, clear, crisp, readable, not dark purple on dark grey. These are perfect. Congratulations. Okay, so let's get these boys out, and they are in styrofoam. How are you with styrofoam squeaks? I don't love them, but I can put up with them. Inside we have the toys, their accompanying weapons, and a shield piece here that takes a good bit of grip strength to get out, let me tell you. So there are the Landers, the Combiner team. Maybe, you know, they're made up of 4 fellas. Big Lander, Turbo Lander, Maclander, and Drillander. The only one who didn't make it in was Todd Landers. This is, for my money, the best Todd Landers neighbours / transforming robot joke on YouTube today. First thing, the vehicle modes are gorgeous. I love that squared off chunky feel to them. Big Lander is the epitome of that, or as you'd say, the epitome. This black and white truck hauling a massive car carrier trailer. Look at the bottle green windows there. We also get 2 massive guns that can go on either side. Simple, but really effective. The back end is admittedly a bit ugly, but there's a charm here, so break yourself. Opening up the back end of the trailer lets us drive someone in the bottom bay, and then the red shield can be used as a ramp to get the others up top. I would have adored this as a kid. I adore it now. Something about a car carrier just carrying cars, you know? On their own, Big Lander doesn't take long to transform. The legs swing out, fold out the feet, swing those arms out, and then separate the top cab. And then look at this. The head can swing up and then swivels round, revealing his extremely rugged face. Some very nice green light piping, and I love that crest. It's an elegant head on a very square, chunky body, but these satisfying smooth surfaces are exactly what I'm into, and honestly it's what stopped me from applying those stickers. I mean, there's very little you can do with Big Lander. He can move his elbows, maybe the shoulders if you think that counts, but that's about it. Oh, no, wait, he can hold his big guns from the trailer. What are you talking about? He can do loads of stuff. Next up is Turbo Lander, a custom Corvette, and aren't they fun to look at once? Or even twice? Some crazy big exhausts coming out of an equally wild engine block. And that bison motif, oh, it's making me want to put on those stickers. The back end is pretty gnarly. Looks like he could double as a pencil sharpener, but otherwise a very clean, distinct alt mode. Transforming takes a few seconds. Calm down. First we're opening up the legs here, before moving the exhausts up for a hug, and then flipping over the bonnet with a snap that will scare anyone holding a 34-year-old toy. Finally, we spin that engine around to reveal the tiniest face you ever did see. Articulation is limited to his arms, and his legs can split apart for the combination, but it does make it look like he's got a turtle's head situation going on. Like Big Lander, not a ton you can do with the boy, but it was 1992. Name one toy that had any articulation. I don't want to hear it. He has this little red gun you can pop into his hand, and yeah, a wee screamer. Maclander enters the scene, a lovely little yellow F1 racing car. Now, I don't care for the sport of F1 racing, but I've always considered the cars to be cool. Check out all these little in-universe advertisements for his own Combiner team. Love it. Transformation is simple, as you'd expect by now. Flip the back end to make the legs, fold these black pieces out, then swing out the arms before bringing that canopy down. Oh, he's a looker, a very handsome lad. He has the dignity of knees, shoulders, and arm articulation. That's practically masterpiece level for this set. Maclander feels closer to a Transformer than Land or Turbo, and I'm not saying I prefer him because of that, but he's pretty good. He gets his own little gun, and who can deny him his moment in the sun? He has a little clip on his bum for the combined mode, but it does look like he's trailing out some toilet paper behind him. You almost never see drill tanks these days, so seeing Drillander here, I consider that a nice time. The drills do not spin, but they do have a lovely chrome finish to them. Again, the simplicity of the sculpt, colour scheme and the stickers, it's both unwieldy and elegant at the same time. Maybe I will put these stickers on. I do love the little face sticking out the bottom too. That cannot be comfortable, mate. A bit of a weird one for the transformation as we're doing this hip bucking manoeuvre, swinging out the arms and then the head comes around like he's on a merry-go-round. Look at this wide boy, a treat. Sometimes I forget he doesn't have individual legs and I try to prise them apart until he splits open like fucking Blast Attack. But it's for the combination, so it's okay. Drillander gets a pretty big honking gun for his trouble though. You know, I don't want to have to drill it into you, but this guy's a toy I'm reviewing and he's good. But speaking of that combination, let's take these four, and I mean this in a nice way, weirdos, and get them into their combined form of Land Bison. Big Lander pretty swiftly turns into a nice big pair of trousers, and we scrunch Maclander down into a fetching torso and pants combination. Turbo splits open, revealing the combiner head, and connects using that clip from Maclander we saw earlier. Finally, split Drillander into the two arms and get those into the pencil sharpeners. Pop on the guns to the shoulders, and there's Land Bison. This is honestly an all-timer combiner design. I adore the colour split between the sections, the engine motif on the chest. Look at that head sculpt with the horns, light piping for days. A complete brick of a thing that can barely do anything but stand there and look amazing, and it does that. We can combine the small guns together to make a gun roughly the size of 3 guns, and a red trailer ramp can become the shield. What a toy. What a set. And it's not even over because we can take the trailer and attach it to Land Bison's back for honestly not really needed stability, but it does mean we're using every part of the Bison and that's important. No pieces to lose down the side of the oven or into the crawl space. I love Land Bison. I am cheered seeing him in front of me. That's what the right toy can do. It just makes you smile a little inside when you see it on the shelf. A fantastic set. Now, am I going to put the stickers on Big Lander? Okay, fine. You know, immediately, not a huge change to Land Bison themselves. We've got a wee bit on the feet here. But the trailer has some additional racing stripes, a nice motif on the back, and this fetching arrow. Oh, and you can put the individual guns on the trailer too, so delete that comment you made before finishing the video. Big Lander himself gets a wonderful glow up, splashes of colour that I'm only now seeing as essential. Plus, flame decals on a semi-truck. This stuff was way ahead of its time, and maybe responsible for future crimes against character design. Bye.